Hello, my name is Ken Jenkins, and I'm here to give a demonstration on a step-by-step process on how to get peripheral IV access. The first step you're going to do is you're going to inspect your equipment. So one of the things that we remember for inspection is an acronym called DEC. That stands for decontaminants. So we're looking for any decontaminants inside the fluid. We're also looking at the expiration, November 2020. And then we're also looking for any other contaminants throughout the bag. So we're just making sure that it's clear, there's nothing inside of there floating. So while I'm inspecting my equipment, I'm gonna go ahead and prep it as well. First thing I'm gonna prep is going to be the IV line. So prepping the IV line, we're gonna make sure that we fill this drip chamber up completely prior to starting the IV. So we'll insert right there, and you can see it's starting to allow fluids to come inside this line. It'll go throughout the entire line. We're pushing all the air out. You see all those bubbles going through. This one is taking a while. Okay, so we have pushed all that air out of that line. So the next thing we're going to do is just make sure we fill up this drip chamber here. So at least halfway, but we'll get 3/4 of the way. Now we're going to stop the line so we can prep the rest of our equipment. So the next thing we're going to do is actually apply this constricting band high so that we can identify where we want to get peripheral access at. So identifying, we're just looking for a vein that we can get access to so we can push these fluids in. Because the reason why we're pushing these fluids is to make sure we replace whatever's been lost in some way, shape, or form. So we're going to clean the site. Identify, we're going to pull the skin taut, and at a 45-degree angle, we're going to go inside the skin, bevel up, so that's that hole on top of the needle. So we're going to go inside the skin until we get a flash. We see the flash, drop down to a 15-degree angle, advance a little further, pushing the catheter into the vein. So we have access. We can see the blood right there. We'll release that tourniquet around the arm. The next thing we want to do is grab our IV line while we're holding pressure here, and then screw on the end of that IV line. So you don't want to let go of that catheter until we have it secured. So I'm going to make sure that we have got this secured. It's already secured up here where the site was already at. Now we are going to make sure that we secure it to the rest of the arm. We secure it because in transport, sometimes the patient could get bumped up against something or caught on your clothing while moving that patient, and we don't want that IV access to be torn out of the arm. So one of the things that we look for after we get IV access is we want to make sure that there's no infiltration. So that's anything that's happening up here. And the way that we make sure that we are in the vein is we're going to open that line back up, and then we're going to drop that bag below the heart and let gravity take over. You can see that there is some blood coming back into the line right there. You can kind of see it a little bit up here. So once we have it there, we'll hang our bag back up and then start pushing those fluids. And that concludes our video. Thank you.